Hey, financial filmmaker community. Hey, we're here, the financial filmmaker. Wanted to drop in, wish everybody a blessed, happy Juneteenth. Just wanted to kind of, pop in and give you guys a quick little movie recommendation. I know the weekend's coming in. It's a holiday weekend. We got Juneteenth celebration in the midst of a lot of the adversity and systematic, disruption in this country. I just thought it'd be kind of nice to just give you guys a little bit of maybe just some films I'd recommend. Obviously, we got Friday, Friday Juneteenth today. Tomorrow, Saturday, the 20th, first day of summer, and then followed by Father's Day. So I'd like to wish everybody out there happy Father's Day. So I wanted to share with you guys the 12 films that you can kind of watch this weekend with you, your family, significant other, and just really some films that aren't like the happy-go-lucky Black films we should all see, but films based upon a lot of the systematic racism and things going on in this country. These are just documentaries. Some you heard of, other ones not so much. I just wanted to kind of recommend to you, and feel free to check them out. So I kind of go through here and show you. It's a really good article from Pop Culture. Once again, they talk about obviously Juneteenth. And one of the first ones you want to start with, I'd say, is sort of like The Godfather, even though there have been other documentaries before it, but obviously Ava DuVernay's The 13th documentary, widely acclaimed, definitely focused more on really the prison system aspect and how a lot of that has been going on. And, it's definitely one that really goes in depth on that issue, the systemic part of it, from slavery to prisons and how it all tied together. Definitely a good one to sort of kind of kick off the tone as far as, if you really want to get the education on it. 13th goes in deep. Next one was Just Mercy. That movie just came out last year. Obviously, Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, Brie Larson, biopic that really dives into the systematic side of obviously, Black men being accused of these crimes and obviously having to go through the system. So this did a really good job. Very, while I haven't seen it yet, once again, was heard nothing but great reviews, and it's on my list of what I'm going to go watch. Next one was True Justice, a documentary about Brian Stevenson. Once again, this comes from HBO. And once again, this was a 2015 documentary on his life, touches more on equal injustice in the criminal system as well. So those of you guys that know the Brian Stevenson story, it dives deep into that. Another documentary favorite of mine, I Am Not Your Negro, James Baldwin. So he was the writer of If Beale Street Could Talk, which was turned into, I believe, a 2017 feature film with Regina King. And once again, this film was very riveting. I even if you watched it once, I probably need to go back and watch it a second or third time, especially if you're a fan of his work and really follow a lot of the inner workings, the new Jim Crow and a lot of that stuff. He's definitely a big influence, and his legacy continues to live on. So along with, the 13th, this is a must watch, especially if you're looking to really educate yourself or really just reinforce really the threat that we're up against. So this is a very great documentary. Samuel L. Jackson narrated it, won, I believe, nominated at the Academy Awards. Malcolm X is back on Netflix. Enough said, Malcolm X, if you haven't seen that 2 to 3 times, I don't know who you are, but Spike Lee did a shout out and talked about all these films of his, of course, that are back on Netflix. So you guys can go take a screenshot of that. Definitely want to get back on top of that. What else do we have here? Who Street, another documentary more based on the Black Lives Matter movement on Hulu. Definitely go check that out. I plan to check it out as well. And basically this kind of dives into the Michael Brown shooting back in Ferguson. So definitely a lot of sub-stories and different documentaries that could touch on just different tales. So you can kind of almost put the pieces of the puzzle together all the way from back in the slavery times to 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later to present. Hello, Privilege is me, Chelsea. Another documentary from Netflix. I'm not familiar with this one, but one I'm definitely going to go check out. The title that got me at the title. Explores a little bit about the whole white privilege culture. We have comedians like Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, W. Kamau Bell, weighing in on these different issues. That's out on Netflix. 16 Shots on Showtime. This one is a 2014 documentary based on the Laquan McDonald shooting by a Chicago police officer. So once again, if you have Showtime, it also says it's currently on YouTube. Then of course, back to the classic, Spike Lee, Black Klansman. That currently is screening on HBO. If you haven't seen it already, extraordinary film. Enough said there. But once again, just another re-education reality and what we've gone through decade in, decade out. Also, The Last Black Man in San Francisco. I had the opportunity to see this in theaters out here in Los Angeles. Excellent film produced by Lena Waithe, and definitely, while it doesn't include a police brutality aspect, it does touch on the reality of gentrification and the other inconspicuous, insidious long-term effects of that. So yeah, definitely this film. I definitely need to go see it again, and I enjoyed it fully. Really glad I had the opportunity. Of course, When They See Us. If you haven't seen it already, extraordinary, powerful film. Ava DuVernay continues to deliver. Once again, none of these films aren't easy to sit through because we're seeing the history where we're living right now. But at the same time, it's necessary. It's not comfortable, but it's necessary. So I think this weekend could be a little bit less of just, let's just party it up, but we really need to reflect on why. So basically, When They See Us, great way to end it at. So yeah, this is a Financial Filmmaker Friday Juneteenth edition. Just wanted to share those titles with you. And once again, enjoy yourself this weekend. Celebrate it, what it's for. Of course, Father's Day. Wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. You and your sons and your family. But let's remember what Juneteenth is for. And let's continue to keep the legacy going. Let's not just make this a one-time. Everybody hops on it. I admit there's years where I didn't really recognize as much as I should have, but this is a good sea change, and in a way for us to really recognize where we're at and where we're going. So that's it. Financial Filmmaker Friday, Juneteenth edition. Hope you enjoyed that, and take care. See ya.